Hello everyone! So yeah, I am late every time, but actually I was speaking and I forgot to click on go live. But I don't do being here in time. So I have a schedule, it's just for you, because it's not my thing to schedule stuff I like. Only the boring stuff, appointments and stuff. So welcome in my stream, especially if it's the first time you are here. I'm really surprised to see there are already 2 likes and all what I did is being late and have a sip of my coffee with my face on it. So thank you very much for your support. Hi, Han Texas. So this is really boring between seasons, but it's a good time to learn and teach your alliance, because you already know that even if you have been together for 7 seasons, there are still some people who are kind of lost on some stuff, and it's normal. It's like some questions are so basic you don't dare to ask your alliance, you know, because you know they all know what they're talking about, and you feel like you missed the right time to learn. Hopefully there is YouTube for that. Oh, 3 likes for doing nothing except drinking coffee. Thank you very much. Going is peaceful. Yeah, yes, Anna. They're trying a lot of like testing APC in our state. So the news are pretty active between seasons. It's a time to test all the fancy new heroes you got. Nah, after Total War you don't get much, but anyway. Hi Meteos, hi Joey. Do you know when Eden start? I don't know. But we are managing the bracket 148 on next Monday. So either the dev makes us start Eden next Monday, so we get to know all those people from state 1 to state 480, all those people who we are not playing with currently during seasons. Either they're waiting to let us a chance to have our migration, and then it will start like February 2, February 8, February 9. I don't know. They answered in some personal supporters answered to some players that they are trying to listen to players and let more time between seasons, because you know some people are asking for more time for preparing for next season, but also to have a break and have some real life between seasons, and saving gold tickets, because when the seasons are so close you don't have time to save gold tickets for pulling heroes in the next season without spending. So this is a listen to player, we'll see. Oh wow, 5 likes for doing absolutely nothing. Thank you very much, you're so kind. Oh wow, Lexa moved to 552 from 510. Yeah, they all moved here. So Lexa, I know her in 555. Her name was Restart at that time, I think. So yeah, it's we know each other for 1 year and a half, and also president of 510 migrated here, and all 510 actually, not all 510, but many international players of 510. Yeah. We're still waiting on Ronin. He will come. Hi Memok, and good morning Xenter. Make it 7 likes. Wow, thank you very much. I'm really I will keep drinking coffee all the time here if it gives me so many likes. No, just kidding. I hope you will enjoy the content too. Salut Kevin. So as I was saying, there is a little bit of action here. People are testing APCs. So Lexa is going in HDM. So they are, you know, they are getting to know each other. She's getting to know her new R5, and they're making friends, you know, in a 5-5-2 way. Yo, I don't know how to read your names. Sorry, but I want to learn to read Chinese, even if I don't understand. If it's possible to read like phonetically, I would love to learn that, because there are so many names that I don't know how to pronounce it. Hi, Michael. Thanks for taking time to help teammates. Yeah, I mean, more coffee, please. Okay. the more people learn, the more we have fun in season. Like even your enemies, if they are better and have better strategy, you have more fun too. And if they understand, oh, how did Yoshi put it? He said he gave people the best advice ever for Eden. Let me find this. I pinned it in some of the groups. Okay. For Eden, don't be a dick and be quick with diplomacy. That's the best Eden advice ever. Okay, I can end this live now. Eden 101 is complete. No. Shield down, drop your shield. Do I have a shield? All my APC are out, so I didn't drop change. If someone right now is in 5-5-2 and want to burn some farm, you can zero this guy next to me. Thank you very much. Oh, but now I always forget, now with defensive Q, even if we are gathering, we are kind of protected from farm attacks. That's nice. Because also at the beginning of state, when people have all the APC out gathering, this is a good joke to do to friends to attack with farms. So, yeah. The advice was from Ryoji, yeah? Oh, this make you laugh. There's some mystery here now. Yoshi has such a way with words, doesn't he? He managed to summarize Eden in one sentence. It's good. Love it. Hey, Darkstar. Glad to see you. I saved your beautiful time cheese cake, however you call it in English. But we'll see later. Okay, good night. We'll talk about you. So about Eden. Thing is, Eden will come maybe in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but we need to get our people ready. So they need to have some things to watch on YouTube to learn some stuff. And pie chart. Oh wow, this is such a complicated word in English. Thank you for teaching me English. As you know, I don't speak English. So. So, anyway, when Eden will be announced, it will be like 3 days before it starts. Last week of January or first week of February, right? You will watch later the stream? Oh, thank you! I will try not to digress too much. Just a bit. When Eden will be announced, it will be like 3 days before it starts, obviously, because if we have more time to prepare, we might be really prepared. So, yeah, it never happens. So we'll first have a registration period where the R5 or R4 go in the Eden screen and click on sign up. So when the R5 or R4 click on sign up, so this will sign up the whole alliance. So the whole alliance will be on the same map of Eden when it starts. So if you join the alliance or quit the alliance after the R5 or R4, click on the sign up button. Then you will be attributed to a random Eden map. So you will be probably alone. So that's the first point of Eden, is that you want to play with your alliance, I guess. So to play with your alliance, don't move after the R5, R4, click on sign up. So that's first thing. Then now, holy shit, because someone arrived next to you? Are you scared? Little farm. So now we enter in Eden Warfare. So there is another difference between English words avec a difference with before. Whatever word it is in English. When you arrive on your Eden map, you are in a sector, but also the sector belongs to a faction. So there is the north and the south. So this is a good time, I think, to have a map on the stream. Let's put a map here. Up. Wow, so beautiful. So this map, you probably already seen it. You see it's like a normal map, but bigger, more beautiful, with river and mountains and stuff. And it's divided in sectors. So do you see on the stream there is a small blue line and a small red line? So it divides the map in three. Like on the bottom left there is the blue sector, the south sector, and on top right there is the red sector, so north sector. In the middle it's kind of neutral. Hello Orange. Hi, Cheesy Bread. So, Cheesy Bread is Cave Johnson, I guess. So, basically, where you spawn in... How is it? Like this? Over there! Where you spawn on the map determine which faction you're in. So, either south or north. And it's important because at the end of the season, you get a reward on if your faction won or lost the whole Eden. So which faction has the most occupation point, the most items on the map, they win and they get a reward. The other lose and get a reward too, because that's it. Then it's tons of rewards. Nothing comparing to compare with Total War. Oh, hi Kamal. Yeah, you wanted to start the stream like that. Good thing that you say it. So navigate. You wait your R5 overseer to sign up the alliance in Eden. South sector, south faction, north faction, blah blah blah. I won a skin. So I just want to say a really big thank you to Zeus. I already put the link to his YouTube channel in the description of the video. I watch his channel because it's really interesting to see the spender way to play. Like sitting and doing nothing in killing event, just being able to get attacked and get boxes opening without having to use teleport or durability. It seems so empowering. But But yeah, Zeus in his channel, he give away base skin and APC skin a lot. So it's like he produces his last shelter content, and he always asks a little question or give a keyword to say in a comment. It's always easy to do. You just have to watch his video. His last setter video. I don't watch the other ones, but if you like it, you watch it. So you answer in a comment in the video, and in the next live, he's using a random thingy to get someone to win a skin. So I got one. And I didn't use it yet because I was waiting for the live. So yeah. You won a skin also? Congratulations! Which one did you win? So now I have the Ice Crown Castle, and I think it's the best skin because it gives HP. So I need to use it. You got Ice Castle too. Congratulations. So exchange. Eminent one. And why is it not showing? Did I select it? Oh wow! The snow in the desert. It's such a beautiful skin. Like it's my princess castle. Haha. I wish I could get another market here. I have more resources that I can use because not enough cash. For market here, what is really great is Project Hero. So the reward change after a while, like the more you buy the Project Hero, you get different reward, and after a while it's a market here that you get every month. Looks beautiful, thank you. It's yeah. I think with the High Strong Castle, it's really beautiful, but better in the green areas. So I can't port in desert anymore. I refuse. So please tell everyone that get us in a killing event not to zero me. I can't go in the desert anymore. Also, any tips for getting the good base skin without spending too much? No. No, yes, follow Zeus. But be nice with him. Like, he's not just giving skin away. He's also giving really good content because there are not many LSS streamers who share really good tips for spenders. And Zeus is the best on this. So, like, I love his video about T10 technology. Not to follow those advice if you don't spend a lot. But he says it in the video, I think. But the video is really, really fun to watch. Otherwise, oh yeah, I have a tip. Like, I never bought a legendary package for skin base. So what you can do is to buy the first one, which is $10. The second one is $20. The third one is $50. And then you go on your farms. You don't buy the legendary package, but on your farms, if you have multiple farms, even if they are in another state because you migrated and didn't migrated your farms, you buy the first and second package on your farm. Because if you are lucky enough to get it in the first or second package, so $10 and $20, then you pay $50 for transferring the base skin to your main. That's my only tip. Just don't buy the legendary package, but go on your farms or your friends' farms if you don't have enough farms, and buy first and second package. But it's still a lot. Another thing some people do is to pre-sell the skin base, but it's risky. It's like they pre-sell, like, for instance, $300, and then they pull the package until they get one or two base skin. But it's risky. And obviously, it's not allowed. If you ever advertise something like this, you could be in trouble. So better going on the farms and trying to get it with the first and second package. Anyway, back to Eden, and now we're so beautiful. Oh, I will do like this. Oh, this is so beautiful. So Eden Warfare, 2 factions. You spawn in north or south. So obviously you spawn with your alliance, in the same sector as your alliance. This doesn't change. So when you spawn, you can join a guild in your area. And later on, maybe you can have other guilds that take a city in your sector and you can join them, but you will never be able to join a guild from the other faction. So you will have to cooperate within your faction, whether it's north or south, for the whole Eden. I know somebody, he has 41 Mammoth APC skin for 150 USD. Yeah, that's a lot. Some buy a lot of package and open them all together. They don't open one pack. If you open 100 boxes, there is a close chance you get 2 base skins. The chance is always, for a base skin, it's 1% per box. And for APC skin, I think it's a bit more, like 3%. Yeah. It's superstition after that, for the number of boxes to open at the same time and stuff like that. It's mathematics, it's superstition. But yeah, if it works for them, good. That's what sellers do. Yeah. I think buying on farms is a really great way to have it cheaper, but yeah. So, faction, guild, blah blah blah. So guild creation. So you spawn in your sector. So every faction is divided in how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 sector. That's it. Yes. So So your R5 or maybe your R4, or actually anyone can, but usually you decide before, will create the guild. And to create the guild, it's not instant. Like, they need first to get a certain number of points of influence. I think it's 20,000 affluence, if I'm not wrong. It was 10,000 at the time, but I think it changed to 20,000 influence. So basically your R5 or R4 or whoever creates the guild has to tile really fast on the highest tile they can. Because when you arrive on Eden map, you are alone. So you still have your alliance chat, but it doesn't count. You can't use your alliance tiles to tile. You tile around your base. So your leader is tiling like crazy to create the guild. And then they create the guild and you join the guild. And the guild has 50 seats. When is Eden? So as Khan said earlier, it's last week of January or 1st of February. Surprise! I hope that they will wait to February, and I believe 2nd of February would be so perfect. 8 or 9 of February, so it would let time for all the migration to come like they want, because everyone waiting for a few tickets will be stuck for another season in their previous state if the season starts in January. But it's possible that they just start next week. Why not? Anyway, they will tell us at the last time, and we managed the bracket. So state 1 to state 600 all together in Eden. So it merged on next Monday. It's possible they start the season on next Monday, so we get to know each other like that. Wild. We'll see. I don't know if they are idiots, and I don't know if it will start next week. I believe also that it will be in February, because they said in some personal support said that they have listened. So it's so funny to say they listen to players, but yeah. They said they listen to player and we'll wait a bit. We'll see. They said that to some people, but it's nothing official. But I sure would love it to start on 2nd week of February. It would be so perfect. So message support to ask them that it starts 2nd week of February. If they listen to player, it can work. Anyhow, so you say I asked devs. They're not giving time to grow. They told they will give time going forward, and many raised this concern. We'll see. Out of curiosity, yeah, I don't know the devs personally, so can't. I didn't measure if they are smart or idiots or whatever. Obviously, we are still here after 1 year, so. Or 1 year and a half, so there might be something that keeps us here. Whatever. Let's go to Eden stuff, so we can have this more useful for our members with who we will share this video. But I don't know, but I recruited some people who sit out Eden seasons, so they really need to learn how Eden works, and they don't dare to ask questions because it seems basic, but they need to know. So on Eden, maybe I skipped something. Like I said that the R5 or leaders have to tile around their base. On Eden, you don't teleport around like you want. So you own the 4 tiles you arrive on. So I thought this one. I think this one will be obvious when you arrive in Eden. So it's like the tiles you take. So on Doomsday, it's the tiles around your base. in Eden, the 4 tiles of your base belong to you, and you have the resources corresponding to those tiles. You can even teleport on level 16 tiles. You just have to take 4 tiles adjacent to each other, and then you build a teleport that takes 2 hours to build. Or less if you have a Doomsday Investment plan. Melouche dear, could you happen to give a guide of Eden North versus South? Yeah, of course. I didn't play it yet, but I have already run so many strategy talks with my Air4. So on the map you see the little dot, like, you see the capitals, and you see the dots, red, blue, and white. They are the strongholds. Do I have a picture to illustrate it? So those thingies. Those are the strongholds. So this thing, you already know the bridge. So the bridge is a tile you take that is like 200,000 durability. You take it so you can cross a river with your tiles and tile faster somewhere. But the bridge are on rivers, and rivers can always be tiled around. I don't know if it's clear. You know the gates. So the gates are one tile you take to cross mountains. The mountains are the thick line you see on the map. So those can't be crossed by going around. You have to take the gate. Depending on the level of the gate, they start at like, if I remember correctly, 400,000 durability. There are some at 600,000 durability. I'm not 100% sure of this, and I don't have a visual next to me, but yeah. You know the cities. So the cities are 3 tiles by 3 tiles to take for points, for teleporting faster somewhere, because teleport time is reduced by 1 hour around a city. And you know the capitals that you see on the map here. So capitals give advantage. They used to give more place in the guild, but not anymore. Now you get more place by upgrading your guild level. And there is World Center in the middle, giving massive occupation points and eternal glory. So now we have the Stronghold too. So the Stronghold, they don't give occupation point. I mean, as far as I know. Maybe they do, and I will know when Eden starts. But I don't think they do. So Strongholds are 4 tiles. You take it, and then your whole faction can teleport there. So it seems like a really great way to organize, to fight faction against faction. But I would advise, don't touch it. Because those are the little dots you see, the red, blue and white dots. Those are the strongholds. And if you take one, all the guilds of your faction can teleport there. They can use those 4 tiles. The 4 tiles now belong to everyone in your faction. If you have a great coordination, cooperation, you are all friends and you trust each other, it's amazing. You have a problem with the other faction trying to get through a gate, you get your whole faction to teleport there and to fight them. This is amazing. But if you don't have full trust with your whole faction, there will be betrayals. I started the sentence with if, but it's not an if, there will be betrayals. So why am I so sure there will be the betrayals? Is it just we don't choose our side, and it comes down to how the rewards are given. Like as I said earlier, there is a reward for the winning faction and the losing faction, but the biggest reward you get is the ranking of your guild inside your faction. This is the usual reward that the R5 distribute to the members. When your faction win or lose, it's the same reward for everyone, it's automatic. The development of your guild, the level your guild reaches, it's automatic. You get it in your mail and it's fine. Your personal achievement, same, you get it in your mail. But the biggest reward is the one distributed by the R5, with core reward, powerhouse reward, and member reward. And this one depends on the ranking of your guild inside your faction. So, inside a faction, it can be civil war or it can be peace, but there will be betrayals at the end. So this is the thing with Stronghold. Amazing for fighting, really dangerous. And I believe it's like for all items on an Eden map, if you take it once, it won't go back to neutral. Once you take it, it will keep belonging to your faction, unless the other faction take it. And this is even worse, because the other factions are all enemies. They all want you to lose occupation points. So once you take it, you have to hold it until the end of Eden. And it's a risk for the last minute betrayals. So don't take it. Yeah, what else in the change? So about north-south, different rewards. So different rewards being which faction win or lose. The reward distributed by R5 depending on your ranking, the ranking of your guild in your faction. The guild development reward, so level 1 to 50, and your personal achievement reward if you reach 10,000 or 15,000 personal achievement. Bye, Joey! What can I say? So, just so it's clear, when you arrive on Eden, you can only use the 4 tiles of your base to connect the tile you take. You can't use the tile of your alliance until you join the same guild, most likely created by your R5 or one of your generals. Then you can use the tiles of your guild, but your guild is 50 members, so it's likely that your alliance will create 2 guilds, and you can use the tiles to connect only of the guild you belong to. You can't use the tiles of people of your faction, only your guild. And then, if someone, anyone, any alliance, any guild take a stronghold for your faction, then you can also use those 4 tiles. You can always use your tile, use your guild tile, and the stronghold of your faction. Hi Zeus! Eden started? No, Eden didn't start yet. So I can show it in my base. I have to say it with word, but it's so important to prepare, especially with those changes. Hey Zeus, did you see my so beautiful base skin? It looks awesome, right? as I just said, your guild starts with 50 members. Congratulations, thank you, and thank you, times 10, times a million. I opened it in live earlier, because I couldn't open it just by myself, you know. I was so sad to have missed your live. Melo, what's your take on you? I'm not sure yet if I'm happy or angry. No, I'm always happy, but it will be interesting. I think the fact is divided in two. They will try to balance north and south using MMR. So we've all seen Edens where it's like the whole map against one guild, and this is not fun, and this creates even hate. It's just so wrong to have strong alliances or guild with a very low reward. It's wrong. It's I can't stand it. So those changes will prevent that. In this aspect, it's good. But you can spawn on the same side of one of your historic enemy, and your historic friend is on the other side, and that will feel weird. I don't know. No cities. Yes, there are cities. It just this map doesn't show it because it's unzoomed. But when you are on the map, like oh, what did I do? That's not what I wanted to do. So when you are on the map like this on Eden, you have a button somewhere. I don't know where. It's not that, but oh, it's this. So here you can have it. Click on it when you are in Eden. You will see what I mean. You will see the coordinates of the cities and capitals, not the gate and bridge. But there still are cities and capitals and all. Last video you said two factions. Will there be more than 2 guilds? Yes, in all factions there are the guilds, just like usual, like in previous Eden. You can join any guild of your sector. So the sector stays like south and southwest and west. So you can join only the guild of your sector, or a guild of another sector if they take a city in your sector. But even if the other faction guild take a city in your sector, you won't be able to join. So the two factions are both some of multiple guilds, and there is a ranking by occupation inside your faction. You are not ranked with all the guilds of the map, but only the guilds inside your faction. I'm looking at the chat. Hi Isaiah, so I have an account in Frontier State playing New Eden. If you want to have a look live, I can send you info. Yeah, I'm very interested by that. So maybe not today because it's a bit chaotic to do in live. But if you can message me here, my coordinates are 675 535 in state 552. I'll be really happy to ask you tons of questions and see screenshots and all. So, but in all the different scenarios that we imagined, Like the worst case would be being on the same faction with an historic enemy and with a friend the other side. But there are ways to get around this. Like I said, the Stronghold will be a great occasion to betray people. So there can be civil war on your side, in your faction. But people have interest to work together and find a way so that doesn't happen. But if it happens, let's say a guild of your faction keeps you in desert with 0 tile, you will find a way at some point to use a stronghold to get out. And then you can take a city and just arrive in a random spot where you are not expected. Zeus is joining everywhere. Wow! You hybrid ray 1 from 505, 705. Oh, I have such a problem with English numbers. You know, I understand English, I speak English, but if I see numbers, I just compute them in French. This is really annoying, but yeah, I hope you forgive me. You will jump to my map? Ah, that would be fun. But I think we will be limited with people from state 1 to state 600. Unless you take an account in my map. This account, for instance, it's not mine, but I sell it. I mean, I didn't ask him, but you know, I play it for a month and it's too much for me. If it's too much for him and too much for me, I give it away. I will ask him maybe for that. When you see me, you forget how to walk. Oh, wow! T10 coming soon to 755. Good luck with that. So if you have T10 coming, I just have to share something about T10. I know it's not the topic of the video, but it's just too important. T10. If you're not a high spender, unlock those 9 researches before to unlock T10, please. Because those 9 researches, they apply to all tier troops. So what I did, like when T10 came out, my class APC was all vehicles. So I put 5 points here to unlock this one, 5 points here to unlock this one, and max this one. This one is HP. So 15% HP. Best research to max. Just a number. It's okay if I forget. Ha. I never forget you, those. Never. So, who says 755? Kamal? Kamal? Go, depending on your class APC, go first unlock max one of those research, depending on what is your class APC. So, for instance, if it's full vehicle, max this one, then max this one, then max this one. At first, it will look like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 5, 5, 10. And once you maxed for one type of troop, you go to the next one. And same, you go 5 points, 5 points, 10 points. Then you max resistance, then you max might. And to the next one. So if you're free to play or kind of free to play or almost free to play, first max those 9 researches because they apply to your T9. The T10 are just not usable at first. Too long to train, too long to heal. Don't use, even if you unlock it, don't use them in Eden or Doomsday. It will just, it's too long to heal. So your Doomsday hospitals will be one misclick and you are fucked. Does T10 makes any difference because they're very hard to make T10? You're a free player, Zeus. So here's my advice to you in your young state. But I love your video about T10. And obviously I don't do like you because I don't spend like you, but I spend bit. But your video is fun to watch. It's like we live through you. So another tip about T10 is like you have here specialty points. So it explains this, but every time you research one stuff here, you gain 1 point in this experience bar, and you unlock new level. And here you have a specialization tree. Every time you get one specialization point, you place it somewhere. So I go like this because I don't spend much. So I mean, I spend a lot compared to many people, but I don't spend enough to dream of unlocking fully cutting-edge technology anytime soon. So for the first research, here is fine. It reduces the time to research. Bottom is reducing by a number of hours. So here when it's marked it's 15 hours. Top is reducing by a percentage of time, of research time. But you don't want that for the first researches because it's less of a reduction than the bottom ones, reducing by like 15 hours. So if, like me, you don't spend so much and still have armed supply, and but I take the red course in armed supply, not the war badge, but I take the weekly war badges, not every week, but still. Then you want this. So going left is because it reduces the research time, but mostly for this, the HP for all troops. And this is what I want. So it reduces the war badge consumption, consummation for the research. You think you made a mistake and should go left? But I think left is important with the percentage of reduction when you arrive further down in the tree, right? Because you have researches like 40 days or stuff like that. Like, it's not speedable, however say that in English. What I can see here. You don't need HP, only champagne. Oh. I will accompany you because I can't research enough to get all my HP anyway, so I'll take the champagne. You did left up, so left up is good for later. Maybe I can check the other base. Let's see if he's online on his base. He has been recently active. No, I won't go in his base. Anyway, I don't fully agree with what he did with his specialization point. Okay, if you don't spend, max those 9 ones. Ice Castle gives 3% HP. Yeah, it's the best skin. Really about the champagne or about the Ice Castle giving 3% HP? Those both are true. So let's go back to Eden. It is interesting too, but I wanted to go through Eden because I think what I really bring, like additionally to all the info you can find in game by clicking the little info button you see everywhere but you never click, I can bring a little bit of advice and strategy if I don't say too much. Hello. Melouche Stronghold buildings are like garrison buildings, just like we had in Total War. Can they be placed by F4, F5? No, they exist on the map already. It's more like cities, cities in Eden. So you can take them, but they don't give occupation points, as far as I know. Maybe there was someone from Frontier State earlier. What was his or her name? Zeya, if you're still here, can you tell us if Strongholds give occupation points? I believe not, but I am not 100% sure. So, Stronghold, you destroy the durability of the Stronghold, you take it, it's yours, but it belongs, when I say yours, it's not your guild's, it belongs to the whole faction. And it's the colorful point you see on the map over there, like up, here. So those blue, red, and white points are the strongholds. So you can you see when they are blue, they belong to South faction. They are red, they belong to North faction. And every guild of the faction can teleport. They can use those 4 tiles like they are theirs. Yeah, you can. So this way you can go from a sector to the other without having to take the gate. So you remember last Eden, it was so slow because you had to wait for the next occupation day to take a gate, and you have only one guild passing the gate to go to the next sector. Now you just skip that. It's like if you say someone in the alliance, in the faction, they just allow their friend to pass the gate without taking it. It's what it is supposed like to represent. Thus, have you seen migration to 97? It's a bit crazy in 97, right? It looks really crazy. I think we should all move to one state. I offer 552. It's a really beautiful state. Many nice people. Awesome place to be. Currently 3rd of the immigration bracket, but we are coordinating with the top 5 of 1008 bracket to coordinate our migration, so everyone open one after the other. Actually, I wasn't in the coordination before. It's just that we got so many migration that the top state didn't expect. We jumped in the top, and they had to include me. Melo, thank you for the information. Time to bed now. See you later. Good night, Abhishek Tiwari. I don't know if I pronounced that good. Sorry for my pronunciation. Stronghold gives 10 occupation. So it might force us to take a few strongholds. But still, I would advise not to take strongholds. At least at the beginning. It's super risky. Just focus first on the diplomacy inside your faction. So what we will do, so it's a define strategy, we will create a Discord channel for the Eden we will spawn in. And we will do that before even the Eden starts. So we will have all a Discord server shell for the Eden. And we can manage to include people and have a good communication as soon as it starts. This way we can, we had that in Eden in season 3. It was made by, I believe, it was an idea of 662 state. Someone who is now in 552, because it's the best state with the best people, obviously. So we had this Discord server with some serious rooms and some fun rooms where you can share memes about memes. How we pronounce that in English? Do you say memes or memes? In French we say meme. So we could share it about Eden. I know I have so many now. I have a full ton of memes for Eden. Just here, tons of Eden stuff. Really important. So this is the most important for diplomacy, is make people laugh. So, you know, just in a Discord, we will create this Discord server, so we can have good communication as soon as Eden starts, and we can have also roles and restricted access to leader room, where we can talk with other leaders of guilds and stuff to you know, define some rules inside our faction, and have the best cooperation possible, and decide in advance. With the ultimate goal being secure with taking Stronghold and trusting our faction. So I say Discord, but obviously it depends on which guilds are on our Eden, because some countries can't access Discord at all, like China. So maybe we will have to do this on WeChat. Anyway, not line, because even so many countries can't be online, like China, obviously, but Russia and others. And Discord is so great with bots to help with translation. So I would really try Discord and recommend Discord for communication in Eden. But if you have really strong Chinese guild, you might be forced to do this on WeChat. We'll see. If it's WeChat, just try in advance to find someone to add you on WeChat, because you download the application WeChat, and you can't chat if there is not someone already on WeChat for like 3 months who validate your account there. Do it in advance. It can be really helpful with communication with Chinese states. And the translator is awesome on WeChat. The stickers, not so much. About the guilds. So just also a reminder, we talked about changing guilds inside your faction. You will start with a guild with a 50 members capacity. So your alliance will probably start 2 guilds. And then you take, what we will do, that you are not obligated to follow, but just an advice, is having the first one to apply in the main guild. Why the first one and not selecting before? Because first, it's more easy. Second, if they are first, that means they are tiling first. So if they are tiling first, they unlock a new guild level faster, so you can get more people faster. So get the first one. Don't decide in advance who go in which guild, because otherwise your guild won't develop as fast as they can. And the faster they develop, the more ready they are to take more buildings on the first occupation day. Attack doesn't need communication, it's true. So yeah, you can also have no communication and attack everything. I mean, anywhere in Eden, just strength is enough. So go for it. I don't believe that, by the way, and I think our season 3 proves that strength is not enough. But my last season of Eden proves that strength is enough. Now, diplomacy is too important. I will say again what Yoji said. Let me find it again. Don't be a dick and be quick with diplomacy. Best Eden advice ever. So just don't be a dick, be quick in diplomacy. Yoji is 562. Best advisor on Eden ever. So yeah, get your fastest in the main guild, so your main guild develop as fast as possible. And every time you unlock a few places in your main guild, get people in the secondary guild to leave to join, to join the main guild. And ask the best tiler of the secondary guild, not the people you think who are best, the strongest, or whatever, the best tiler, because you want to raise your guild level as fast as possible. This is your first goal in first week, maybe second week too, of Eden. You want to raise your guild level. The more your guild level is high, the more players you can have inside, so that means more durability and destruction power for every occupation day. Best tilers unlock new guild level. You don't understand diplomacy? I do think we believe you. Yeah. So, for those who never played Eden DCDR or Eden Warfare, the guild level raise with two ways. Either you tile, season points raise guild level, either you give virus samples. Don't do that, just tile. It's faster, it doesn't affect your growth in immunity. Just tile, the highest tile you can, abandon, retake, whatever. It's like be super selfish to get the maximum season points until your guild is level 50. Don't be so selfish actually, but you get it. Now, don't listen to me about the selfish part, because obviously, if you are not one of the best, strongest, don't be selfish and bridge for your best players. But you get it. Take tiles, don't give various samples. You need to raise your art level. Oh, how can we help you with that? The only problem when you have people changing from a guild to another is that it takes 1 day. You don't have a cooldown when you change alliance in your state during Eden, so you can switch alliance around. It's not connected, but you have 1 day cooldown to change guild in new Eden map. And those, you will make me cry with your emojis. What can we do? Can people send out in the chat for those, please? I don't want to... Send hearts, please. And I think the best way to help you would be if you join 552, maybe next season. We have great cooperation in Total War. It's Total War next season. I know you can't migrate now because you just migrated to 607. But I think, right? 607. Now you cannot talk. Oh. Oh, you're here. There's some slacking here. Why are we not at 1 billion kills? When I say that, I tried to reach 1 billion kills last season too, but I failed. What else to say about Eden? I don't know if there are questions at that point. You're going back to work, but still seeing. Have fun at work. I'm also supposed to work at that time. Yeah, I do my schedule like I want. I'm usually working at that time. Except on Mondays. Now I have all my Mondays are more free. So I'm thinking about if someone is watching this stream and they never played Eden, there is something like really important to know. It's also lunchtime. Bon appétit! So it's about Eden is the wheel of the APC. Oh, we have 3 hours difference. It's 3 p.m. here. So how can one explain wheel? With like your APC want or doesn't want to fight. Oh, this is so clear explanation. Thank you, Melouche. Oh. No, it's like so. If your will, let's try it. So will is a number of your APC saying if he wants or doesn't want to fight. If it's low, your troop damage will be reduced by a percentage. So basically, it's like your APC gonna fight, yoo-hoo, but it's so far and they have to walk so much and or drive so much and they are so tired when I arrive to the fight and then they don't want to fight anymore. So the troop damage is reduced by 1% for every 1 kilometer they march from your base. That's the history of the wheel in Eden. When you are in your normal map, you can attack something at the other side of the map and speed it up, and they don't care. Your troops, they don't care. They just go full damage. But when you are in Eden, yeah, when say she, the further it goes, the weaker they become. So every kilometer away from your base, sorry, I mixed with French, but yeah, every kilometer from your base, the troop damage is reduced by 1%, up to 70%, I think. So basically, that means that you want to teleport close to your target, and you won't be able to win a fight if you are away. If you garrison tiles or garrison cities and stuff, there is no problem. When they are garrisoned, your troop will do max damage. But when they attack, that's when they are losing troop damage on the way. So you want to teleport closer, and teleporting takes tons of time because you have to take 4 adjacent tiles, build a teleport. It takes 2 hours for your teleport to build, minus 25 minutes if you have Doomsday Investment Plant, minus 1 hour if it's adjacent to a city or capital that your guild own. But yeah, your troops become lazy in Eden, deal with it. about this time to build teleport. It's basically it comes down to the history of Eden. It's like you have your normal map, you have your normal game, and I think the history, the background in the game is like, there are some researchers who discover a way to go back in time, so they can go back in time to prevent the zombie invasion even before it happens. It's obviously fail, but you can use this time machine to go back in time, and that's where you arrive in Eden. So Eden would be the back in time, 70 years before the actual game. That's the background of the game. So you go back in time, you arrive in Eden, and now you want to prevent the zombie invasion before it happens, but obviously you are back in time, so you don't have the same technology. That's why you can't teleport instantly, and you have to take the tiles to teleport your base, and that's why also you don't have shields. You can't shield whenever you want. You have to charge a base shield that takes 2 hours to charge and lasts 8 hours. So basically, if you are in an area where it's risky, what you do is one day you need to do ASMR. No, I can. Does that work? So for shielding in Eden, it's like, oh, I'm gonna sleep in 2 hours, so I start my shield. So there is this timer of 2 hours where I can still be attacked, and in 2 hours I have my shield for 8 hours. But this is not the best way to protect your base. I mean, even if you do that, leave Eden and go back to your state when you're sleeping, because when your base is in your state, your APC are not defending your base in Eden. It's like a ghost base. It can be attacked, but no troops die. Because it's like your troops are in your state. So for me, 552. I can read a story. I can read for you the story of Eden. I don't have it here, but I have some stuff. The game information. APC energy is a resource used for operating the APC under the special environment of Eden. During Eden Rising, APC energy is consumed in place of APC. APC energy consumption rate is identical to the durability rate. What I just said in normal words is like it doesn't use your durability. In Eden, you have energy, which is separated from durability in your normal map. So you can. So about strategy, using this information. Goodbye orange. So using this information about APC, durability in your map and energy in Eden, the strategy we can use is use all your durability in your normal map to kill Adjudicator to get regeneration serums. You have your durability refills twice a day. So on every Adjudicator is 20 durability. So this means you can do 40 Adjudicators a day. Do it. And don't get full people, 5 people per Adjudicator. Get just 2 people, the strict minimum, to do maximum Adjudicator for the Alliance. Because every time you do an Adjudicator, this make a gift here. Every Adjudicator give 1 regeneration serum to everyone in the Alliance. So if everyone is doing 40 Adjudicators per day, with 2 people per Adjudicator, if you have 100 people in the Alliance, that makes 50 times 40, 2000 Adjudicator per day. Wait, is that correct? Yes. Huh? So 2000 serum per day. Obviously, they won't all use all that durability of Adjudicator, even if you tell them. So tell them, and you can hope on a massive amount of regeneration serum. So you get the regeneration serum for the Adjudicator you participate in, for the 10 first, and then you get regeneration serums in gift. And this doesn't use your energy for Eden, so it's separated durability on your state for Adjudicators and energy for Eden. So still thinking about if someone is watching now and never played Eden, what happens if you're zeroed? You are not teleported back in the desert. When you are zeroed, your base gain a fallen statue. So you have like a little bubble on it with flames, and this means you are fallen. So the 4 tiles of your base now belong to the guild who zeroed you. You can't tile anymore from here. You can tile. So you go tile far away to teleport, but you can't take the tiles of the guild who zeroed you, and now your 4 tiles belong to them. If another guild zero you, you will be ported back in the desert. But if they don't, you just belong to the guild who zeroed you. So to quit these fallen statues, to not be zeroed anymore and be able again to tile fight with your enemy, you will have either to pay Doomsday resources to unfallen your base by yourself, or to ask your guild to rescue you. So they will like attack your base with APC. It doesn't hurt your APC. It will just it's like attacking nothing, but it's in the game it's presented like attack. And they will reduce your durability again to 0, and then you will be free. And after the statues, the fallen statues is removed, then you get back your 4 tiles are back yours, and all your territory are yours again. I think that's already a lot. I don't know if there is something you want to add about Eden. Thinking that we have some people from the state 1000 and something who are watching us, and some people who are about to start their first Eden season. I think this is already a lot of information. I just want to share with you a bit of strategy that my dear Air 4 prepared for us for this season. Because we enter Eden. Oh yeah, one thing also, you can't. There is a lot of stuff to occupy on the map to get occupation points, but you can only occupy on Tuesday, on Thursday, and on Sunday. And once you do, there is a cooldown of 24 hours before someone else can occupy it. So you take stuff on Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and they are protected to the next occupation day. You want to go fast and be organized on those days. So I will split the FWB Alliance in groups. And each of those groups have a leader and a second to be sure all the languages of the group are covered. The groups are separated by time zone and languages. So I can, on the strategic side, so which is my mission, I won't be a team leader, I will do the strategizing stuff. I can calculate the durability of every group and the destruction power of every group. So I can place them on task at specific hours during the occupation days. So I faced a problem, which is we are an international alliance. Obviously we will have merge, so we will deal with that later. When Eden arrives, we can raise the guild level to 50 and get 200 people in a guild. We'll deal with that later. But at first, at least with the alliance, we have about 1/3 of the alliance in American time zone, 1/3 is in European time zone, and 1/3 is in Asian time zone. So my marvelous Air Force Darkstar made this. Oops. So this is an amazing chart he did here, which is to consider the time zone of everyone and to consider when the groups will be available to take stuff, to take bridges and cities and stuff. We had a problem last Eden that we merged an alliance with mostly American and European, with another alliance only Chinese people. So we had different time zone, and the generals were all Chinese, and they planned the cities according to their time zone. So it was really difficult about the communication to get that, to fix that. So I was in WFJ from state 500, and they are awesome. They did really awesome, but it took time to find a way to coordinate everyone. So the European and Americans were not max durability during Chinese night when they are the most active, the Americans and Europeans. So this chart made by Darkstar will help with that, because you see the times of availability of the different time zones. As the groups will be separated by time zone and language, it helps a lot to time it right. You can take a screenshot if it helps you. Just I should write somewhere. I don't know if I can do that. Can I do that? Choose a pretty color like pink. So before to take a screenshot, up. (552) FWP and his name. It's so hard to write with that. Darkstar. And a heart. And another heart. This is for Zeus. Yeah, now it's beautiful. Now you can take a screenshot and use it for your alliance or guild or your Eden. Screenshot here. Okay. So I hope this helps for strategizing during your Eden. And if you have any more questions, please ask them in the comments. I will answer when I can. I am really passionate about this Doomsday Eden stuff. I'm a nerd, what can I say? Yeah. So I will now go on with my day. I wish you all a really good day, a really good in-between season. Have tons of fun, and tell us if this video helps and which information you would like to see in the next live in the comments below. If it's not already done, subscribe to the channel, like, comment whatever just for the algorithm of YouTube, and share it with your alliance if you think it helps for Eden. Thank you very much for being here with me, and see you next time.